Hello, good morning. It's Patrick here live from London, and I have the pleasure this morning to talk to Mr. Moyle. Mr. Moyle is joining us live from Surrey in the south of England. With us on the people, on the events that changed his life. Good morning, Mr. Moyle. How are
Good
you?
morning, Patrick. How are you?
I'm great. I'm grateful. How is the lovely countryside? I see the green all around you.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's not too bad. A little bit too much sunshine. It's made all the grass a bit like hay at the moment, but yeah, it's nice and green.
Oh, that's brilliant. So, tell us about what you do. I do understand that you have lots of things coming your way. What
Y-
exactly do you do?
At the moment, I'm retraining to be a music producer and sound engineer. Before that, I was a trained chef and a trained manager of pubs, bars, and restaurants. And I'm looking forward to my future of producing music, doing different events such as Yes You Can, working with Harry Sardines, etc. People from different areas, different backgrounds. With my friend Zoe, it's her company, and it's Your Sound Lady, it's her company, and we do loads of different events all over London, as well as she does events down in Brighton as well.
Oh, that's brilliant. So you're a music producer, you produce music, but as well you do speaking and writing.
Yeah, that's correct. The first time I spoke was at Harry Sardines' event.
Yes.
Harry dragged me up on the stage with Zoe. We were doing his event. He was like, "Right, you got to get up on stage. My whole production team's going to get up on stage because Harry's full of energy, as you know, Patrick yourself. He's just go, 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 non-stop. He's just like so full of energy, and he uplifts the room. He puts so much
Oh, yeah.
energy and power
Yeah.
from what he does. He speaks. He loves a good dance to merengue and salsa. It's just it's crazy. Then, excuse me. The second time I got up and spoke on stage was at Yes You Can, and that was with Bradley Chapman.
Yeah.
Lovely guy, as you know, Patrick.
Yeah.
Another guy that's full of energy, loves to dance as well. He brings energy into the room himself. He's got his own presence about him. When anyone meets him, that for me, the first time I met him, there was a presence about him, you know. And between those two events, and I also done Douglas Vermeeren.
Yes.
Yeah, we done a one-day event for him, and he's got a presence about him as well. It seems to be that I'm being surrounded for myself with lots of people who have got a big presence about themselves, a lot of energy, and it's just it's good. It's good for me.
Oh, that's
It
brilliant. So you work with the top speakers in the United Kingdom and all over the world, put those events and get everything sorted in terms of music and production, I guess recording as well.
yeah,
But on top of that, you as well, you're an upcoming author. Could you tell us about your upcoming book?
yep. I'm actually still in the process of writing my book. It's going to be called My Journey to Recovery, and it's from my point of view, from my life, because I've had a lot of adversity in my life from being a child up to now, and a big part of my life has been around mental health because I've got mental health issues myself, and I feel that for me, I've been through different parts of therapy, etc. And Bradley gave me a great idea of how about try and write a book
Hmm.
as therapy
Hmm.
because it is really hard to go and talk to someone and explain to them your situation,
Hmm.
and they're a stranger. But
Yes.
if you're doing it yourself and putting it down into a book, you can use it as like a healing process.
Hmm.
It's not like going to mental health therapy or um, counsellors or psychiatrists, etc. It's a pure case of that. It's for myself. It's therapy for myself, and to make people in the public aware of what I've been through
Yeah.
and maybe how to deal with it.
So the book is about from recovery, and you're sharing your journey from recovery to where you are today.
That's
But
correct.
importantly, you're helping your readers in that book to be able to make that journey, or giving them tips.
Yeah.
And as well, you do offer life coach. You help them face to face or one to one to make that journey of recovery.
Yep.
So, could you share us about the event or that kind of recovery you're talking about? Recover from what?
Obviously, recover from my own adversity, which has caused me to have mental health issues. When I was a child, it was normal to smack your children with leather belts, slippers, etc. This day and age, it'd be classed as child abuse.
Mm-hmm.
But for obvious reasons, in the old days, it was the way it was done. And that strongly affected me, as well as my father used to pin me and my brother up against each other as competition every day, which is a big strain on you. And I think the big main thing that actually, I call it the pop, because of my brain going pop, it can't take no more. That's it. Your body's telling you to stop. For me, that was when I was working and I was doing between 60 to 90 hours a week in the hospitality industry. And all of a sudden, one day, my brain went pop purely because I was working lots of hours, and it just pushed me too far. And my body just said, no, that's enough. And I think that was one of the most biggest changing points of my life. It made me realize who my real friends are, because the people around you, when you start to have mental health and you can't drink and you can't go out and do what they do, drugs, etc., which is what I done when I was younger. As soon as you start saying no, I can't, I'm not doing that no more. I need to concentrate on myself. This is really bad for me. They disappear, and you're left on your own.
That is very life-changing moments that you went through. But as well, now you're looking at your circumstances, looking at the events that you've lived. You didn't just live the event, but you went beyond those events. You recovered, or you're recovering from those events. And in that way, you are on the process of helping other people recover, make that journey.
Yep.
Because most difficulties that we have is that people give up when faced with life challenges. But you are living as an example of someone who has not given up on life. You're living as an example of someone who has lived through the situations, but importantly, grown through those situations.
Yep. With mental health, it's a day or every day is a struggle. Regardless what your mental health issue is, what your mental health problems are, every day is a struggle. Every day brings a new challenge, and you have to think to yourself and wake up in the morning, and how am I going to overcome this struggle? And it's like Bradley says, those things in the past, they never disappear. It's a matter of being able to deal with them on a balance. And then once you've dealt with those problems and those issues, then it's a case of that they will stay there, but the happiness and the goodness within you will go up and up and up and up. So those problems will never go away. They will stay there, but your happiness and surrounding yourself with happy people and people with power, people with energy, people who enjoy life for what life actually really is, it will overcome the adversity. It will never disappear. As you know yourself, Patrick, it's those things never go away. They're always in your head. It's just a matter of getting past those, which is what I've done myself. And I think the way I've done it is by coming to the Yes You Can events and seeing all the different speakers, all the different adversities they've faced, they've been through, they fought, they're carrying on fighting, everyone's fighting. And you think to yourself, wow, if they can do it, and they've been through that sort of struggle, that empowerment that's shackled them down, that's anchored them to the floor for so long, and they've just broken free. I remember one lady at the first Yes You Can event that I was at. She lives up north in Scotland, I think now, or somewhere. And her ex-husband gave her AIDS.
Oh yes.
Do you remember that lady, Patrick?
Yes.
I can't remember the lady's name.
Yes.
But the struggle that she went through with her husband going off and doing whatever, and where she is now. Oh my God, she's an amazing woman. And then you've got at the last event, Maxine English, who won the event.
Yes.
Her story was astounding. How she has come back from that is you can't put it into words. You try and put it into words, you can't. You physically can't put what happened into words. And then Herman as well. Herman, who won the first Yes You Can event that I was at.
Oh yes.
He's an amazing guy, absolute amazing. And everybody who speaks at Yes You Can, and anyone that speaks at these events like Yes You Can, it's their stories. And I think to myself, my God, they come from a lot worse than what I've come from. I can do this. And it is true. What Bradley says, yes, you can.
That's the idea of Yes You Can. In other words,
Yeah.
Yes You Can has changed your life, or it's changing your life. So Yes You Can, as with the founder Bradley Chapman, just the message is in the word. Yes, you can. Everyone can.
Yeah.
Yes, speaker. Everyone can recover from whatever they are going through. Everyone can write their book and publish it and become internationally known. So You Can has given you a platform to change your life in a way. And within that community, within the Yes You Can community, there are people that have helped you and continue to help you achieve what you want. You've talked about Bradley Chapman, but there's another lady you talked about, Zoe.
Yep, my friend Zoe Hart, who has the entertainment company. We were friends when I was 14 years old. And as life goes on, you end up separating, going your own ways, your own different ways. Life gets in the way. And then all of a sudden, she put out a call for help for people doing sound stuff for different events. I replied to her and said, yeah, I'll give you a hand. Didn't know how I was going to do it, but I done it. You know, don't worry about the problems after. If you believe in yourself that you can do it, you can do it. You know, and also, as you know, Patrick, I've got a little boy as well, 2 years old, and my partner. And as I said before on my interview with Maxine from Yes You Can, I wouldn't be here today. I would not be alive today if it wasn't for the support of my partner, obviously my son being born, and obviously my family as well. Your family is, as much as they annoy you, as much as your siblings wind you up, etc., they are there. They have supported me through thick and thin. And I've had times where I thought, that's it, I'm not carrying on no more, and thought about ending my life. And my partner, my family, have got me through it. And now I've got my son as well. I can see a light at the end of the tunnel instead of being a bottomless pit.
So your family has really been instrumental to your recovery. Your family has been instrumental to you changing your life and making the best out of your life. And today, I seem to have lost you, but today you can say that, yes, you've been able to recover from what you've gone through, and you're helping or ready to help others to live their dreams. Hello, Anthony. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you've just joined us, I've been talking to Mr. Anthony Moyle live from the English countryside, Surrey, and he's been sharing his story on how his life has been changed by events and people. He's just told us about the struggles that he's gone through by living with mental health, and how his family has supported him through those events. He's just shared with us on how his family and other people that have come into his life and communities like Yes You Can are continuing to support him achieve and create his greatest life. So if you have any questions, you'd like to get in touch with Anthony, feel free to link up with him on Facebook. And Anthony is writing a book. Anthony is writing a book on.
Hello, Patrick. Sorry about that. I don't
Yeah,
know what happened. The signal just
it
lost
just
there.
disappeared. I was just been updating the viewers about the journey you've gone through, updating the viewers about the different people that have supported you, including your family, including the Yes You Can community. And now you're at a point in life when you're ready to help
Yep.
others create their best lives. So, what kind of things can you do helping with people who are living with mental health? Yes.
What I'm doing is at the moment I'm concentrating on my return to university and college
Mhm.
to get my qualification with music and sound,
Yes.
and also concentrating on writing my book, purely because I feel this is important to me at the moment.
Yes.
But I'm also going to be starting up a business where people can contact myself, and hopefully within time other people that have had mental health issues and have overcome them, and get people to come to us free of charge. There will be no charge. It's going to be like a charity company, so
Oh,
we're
that's,
going to rely on donations,
mhm,
because I feel that I need to put something back to the community.
mhm,
You
mhm,
know, and by putting back into the community, I feel that the people who are not too scared, but the people who suffer in silence, which are the people that are more at risk than the people like myself who went to a doctor,
mhm,
the people who they can come in confidence, talk to someone that's been through there,
mhm.
see what their options are, see if they need to go and seek medical advice, or it's just a blip in their life, you know. And obviously, we can find them the right channels, the right information to push it forward for them.
Yes.
But
So
it's going to be it's going to be a charitable company and just putting back into the community.
your charity will offer free services to people living with mental health.
Yes.
Talking about the United Kingdom or worldwide.
We're going to start in the United Kingdom first.
Yes.
Always start small, but
Mhm.
always dream big. You know, you've always got to dream big. If you don't dream big, you'll always stay small.
Yes.
So we're going to start off small in the UK first, then hopefully move over to Ireland,
Mm-hmm.
then to America,
Yes.
and then Europe, and then we'll go from there. We'll take one step at a time, and we'll see how far we can go, because the
Oh,
sky's the limit. You know,
oh
there,
yeah.
there, there, there is, there's the only limitation is yourself.
The limitation is set in your mind.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. It's only you that say no, I can't do this.
Yes.
When everyone else is like, well, no, you actually can. Go do it.
Thank you for the advice. And you as well thinking about the publication of the book. Do you know the date? Do you have the date in mind yet, or
I'm hoping early next year.
early
Early
next?
next year, because what I've discovered when I've been writing this book is brought up a lot of dark past,
Mm-hmm.
and I have every time it brings it up, I have to deal with it in a certain way, my own way of dealing with it.
Yeah.
But this is my whole point in my book. It's a healing process for me, which is taking longer than I expected because I didn't realise how much emotion and feeling that will come out of me. And it's just bringing up dark parts of my history, and I need to overcome that within myself before obviously I can help anybody else, if that makes any sense to you. And I think before I start my charity, my company, I think it'd be good to get my book finished in either late this year, early next year, so people can actually read about me.
Oh, yes.
Read about what I've been through, my struggles in my life, how I've overcome them, and I'm still dealing with stuff from my childhood now. You know, it's when you have emotional things happen to you in the past, I've found you block them away in a box or a hole or whatever anyone wants to call it. They put them away,
Yes.
you know, and you don't think about it. And then when you start thinking about it, the emotion comes out. You actually start to deal with it then. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah. And as I keep telling some of the people I coach or mentor and writing their books, as well, is that you can't write a book and remain the same person because the writing process itself transforms you.
Yes, it does.
And as you go through the different chapters, as you reflect on the different events and the impact that event has had on you, and the impact of you sharing that event is going to be for the reader.
Yes.
Very transformation. And most of those books, and especially the kind of books that you and me write, are books aimed at helping people transform or change their lives.
Yep.
So that's a part of the process that you're going through the process. You're taking a step and looking at what is happening in your life as you write, and in that way,
just like in your book, Patrick, 7 Steps to Being an Author. You know.
Yeah.
In your book, you discuss the different writing styles of different people.
Yes, exactly.
You know, and the different emotion that can come into that book.
Yes, definitely, yes. Thank you very much for sharing. But as well, an important thing is that you'll be speaking at different events in the future, and I do believe.
I hope so. Yep.
So, if people want to listen to you, come and watch or hear you speak, where can they? How can they get in touch, or which other will you be at?
If anyone wants to talk to me, it's not a problem. You can email me, antmoyle, all lowercase, at yahoo.co.uk. Or you can look me up on Facebook, send me a message. If you want to have a couple of questions answered, you're not too sure if you've got mental health, or you just need a bit of guidance, it's not a problem.
Thank you very much for sharing that. Thank you very much for giving us a chance to listen to you this morning, Anthony. And thank you very much for being who you are. And we look forward to meeting you in person. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. We've been talking to Mr. Anthony Moyle, live from Surrey, who has shared his life on how mental health changed his life, but importantly, the kind of people that have come into his life and helped make it different. At the moment, Mr. Moyle, he's starting a charity to help people living with mental health, and everything will be for free. But as well, he's writing his book on making recovery. So watch the space. If you're interested, get in touch with Anthony on Facebook or by email. And thank you very much for watching this morning. My name is Dr. Patrick Ipsing, author of 7 Steps to Greatness and many, many other books. Feel free to have a look. Thank you and have a great day.